Thank you.
Good morning, dear colleagues. Do you see my slides?
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay, then I'm able to move on. My name is Neringa Vilkaite-Vaitone, and I'm from Vilnius Technical University. I am working as a chief researcher there, and together with my project team, we have conducted a systematic literature review on sustainable consumption during crisis. So today I'm going to present the results of this review. As the world faces challenges like climate change, biodiversity loss, pollution, sustainable consumption becomes not an option but a necessity. In order to promote sustainable consumption in a time of crisis, it becomes relevant to understand sustainable consumption patterns and the factors that determine this type of consumption. Such a knowledge is relevant in order to encourage sustainable behaviors and build resilience in society. Our study systematically reviews existing literature in order to provide a deeper understanding of the complex facets influencing sustainable consumption during different stages of the crisis induced by external events. Therefore, we address the following research questions. What are the factors that determine sustainable consumption during crisis caused by external shocks? Do the differences exist between the factors in various stages of the crisis? And are the factors the same during the different types of crisis caused by external shocks? We have used the method of systematic literature review and utilized the specific terms representing sustainable consumption and a huge variety of different crises. We have opted to search in the most popular scientific databases, Clarivate Analytics, Web of Science, and Scopus, and our initial search brought us to more than 2,000 of results. Later, these results were carefully screened, and after some procedures to ensure the quality of the selected publications, we have ended up into 49 studies. Those 49 studies were very carefully read, and their content was analyzed according to our research questions. So as we can see in the chart, there exists quite a significant rise of publications on sustainable consumption during crisis after 2020. You may wonder why, what has determined this increase? So my answer could be pandemics, because when the pandemics started, a huge amount of research studies were initiated related to sustainable consumption. So this is the reason why we have quite a huge number of studies in 2022 and 2023, while we can see that until 2020, we had only 1 or 2 studies per year related to sustainable consumption during crisis. the majority of articles on sustainable consumption during crisis were published in a variety of journals, with Frontiers in Psychology leading at 12.2%. Other notable contributors include British Food Journal, Foods, Frontiers in Sustainable Food Systems, Social Responsibility Journal, Sustainable Production and Consumption, and others. It was not a surprise, but majority of studies were based on quantitative methodologies, and survey was a dominant method to collect the data. Accordingly, a majority of studies have chosen to apply structural equation modeling as a data analysis technique. Regarding the industries, majority of articles have focused on the food industry, and this industry accounted for more than 40% of the whole research pool. Other industries contribute to 60.3%, with research areas like hospitality, single-use drink cups, luxury fashion products, and so on. We have identified the theories dominating in the analyzed publications. So, regarding consumer behavior, the most frequently used theories were the theory of planned behavior, protection motivation theory, and stimulus organism response model. Regarding the crisis, situation was a little bit more different, because almost every analyzed article was based on a specific consumer behavior theory, but almost all articles failed to apply any crisis theory. So we were able to identify only 3 of them. So they are the Respond, Reimagine, Recover model, Health Belief model, and Stimulus Organism Response model. All the articles were categorized into 3 stages, depending on the crisis flow, according to the RCA model. So these stages are reaction, coping, and adaptation. In the reaction phase, consumers respond to the perceived threats with factors such as their current financial situation, environmental attitude. They may be scared of any food shortages, health concerns, and also I would like to mention that risk perception is a very important factor during the reaction phase. During the coping stage, consumers are becoming a little bit used to the crisis situation, and they are searching for the ways how to actively manage the crisis. This process is usually influenced by the consumer's attitude, social norms, perceived behavioral control, impulse purchase orientation, and so on. In the adaptation stage, consumers adjust themselves to the new normal situation. So it means that the crisis situation becomes their new normal. The key factors during the adaptation phase, the factors that determine sustainable consumption, include anxiety, loneliness, awareness, self-identity, and so on. All these All these stages collectively highlight the diverse psychological and behavioral factors that shape sustainable consumption during crisis. Based on these results of systematic literature review, we state that future research on sustainable consumption during crisis should focus on understanding consumer behavior across the three identified crisis phases: reaction, coping, and adaptation. Application of stimulus organism response model may enhance efforts to address the global sustainability challenge during crisis by investigating how external factors, internal states, and behaviors interact with each other. Additionally, we plan empirical testing next year, at the beginning of next year. So we are planning quite a large-scale research in Lithuania based on experimental design in order to test which factors are the dominant ones during the different stages of crisis. The project has received funding from Research Council of Lithuania. And that's all for me now. And I'm really sorry for my voice. I think I'm losing it completely. So if you have any questions, I will try to answer them. Thank you.